Hey everyone, got something for you. The video that I pretty much had forgot about is on my computer in a certain folder that I never checked. So, it has pretty much remained orphaned from the rest of my other videos. It's of a computer system called the Cube Computer Mid-Tower Deluxe Black Max Build C. It's a system that I built for my friend Josh, a good friend of mine from school. I started on the system in early 2008 in the 07 through 08 school year in computer engineering class. Actually, it was programming, but I did engineering stuff anyway. Built this system because his original compact died. Comes to show how unreliable HPs and compacts and E-machines are. All that kind of stuff. Like example, that there. That's actually the case from a HP that died less than a year old. Anyway, his system died, power supply had a few back capacitors, power supply took out the motherboard, so the motherboard was non-working, so we pretty much took the parts, like the hard drives, RAM, CD drives, and we bought a new case, motherboard, CPU, and used some parts out of the classroom, because it was a computer engineering class, like a graphics card, all that kind of stuff. Anyway, slapped it together. By the time we had finally got all our parts ready and slapped everything together, it was near June 2008. So, the school year was coming to a close, and the thing is, I pretty much just had to put the project down, because for some odd reason, the system would not show anything on the monitor, and the power supply that I had ordered had a bad fan in it, so we had to return that. So I had to call the project off, and eventually later on that year in the fall, Mr. Healey, the teacher, brought the system and the parts back out of the stockroom. So hey, it's time to get this thing done for Josh, because he's needing a computer. And he had already picked out a power supply out of the stockroom. It was a 400 watt axial power supply. It was already used, but it worked good enough to diagnose and figure out what was going on. Had that power supply put into the computer. The computer started working. But there was one issue about the startup, about the post test. Having an error with the drives, it wouldn't read the hard drive. So, Mr. Healey thought it was the motherboard that was dead. Something wrong with the motherboard. So, he told me this again, bring the parts home, and it's where my full diagnostic part of me takes over, as I'm really good at troubleshooting. Figured out that it was the CD drive causing the problem. So, had another CD drive put into the computer, which I guess the power supply out of the compact fried the original CD drive, causing it to malfunction. Anyway, had that new CD drive in the system. Now the post test works fine and it boots up, tries to boot the operating system, which ain't there. So, then I installed Windows XP and got the computer set up and everything. It was, I'd say, November or December of 2008. Got everything set up. Was fixing to get it out the door to Josh, probably the next day or so. So I decided to do a little video review. Did the video review. And I just happened to put the files off my camera into a folder in my documents called Stuff from Camera to Sort Out, which, of course, I'll stick it there and then I'll forget about it. Had some other pictures as well from Mid-Tower Deluxe, which I'll get to that later on in a different video. Anyway, we got I got the system up running, got the video review, and put the stuff on the computer, the files off the camera to the Mid-Tower Deluxe, my system, and forgot about them. And today, which is October 10th, 2009, I go back through my documents, just looking at everything. I've just going through my documents, seeing all whatever I had there. Just happened to come up on that folder stuff from just sort out from camera, and I find these videos for a video review of the system, the Cube Computer Mid-Tower Deluxe Black Max Build C. Just happened to come up on these files. So I'm gonna put these files together into a video review, pretty much out of the video vault. An orphan video that has never been seen before on YouTube or Facebook. In this video, as it was, like I say, November, December of last year, 2008, there's a few things I mentioned about the Cube Computer Mid-Tower Deluxe Black Max Build A. Well, on Dad's computer, a few things I mentioned that are obsolete because I upgraded their computer to an Athlon 64-socket 939 setup in March of 2009, which I will highlight those areas and correct them. Get ready to check out a video that's been pretty much orphaned for about a year. Check this out.
Hello everyone, today we'll be reviewing the Cube Computer Mid-Tower Deluxe Black Max Edition Build C. The Cube Computer Mid-Tower Deluxe Special Black Max Edition Build C is an upgraded version of the original Pentium 4 version. This version of the Black Max has an AMD Athlon 64 based processor in it on the socket 754 platform, a DVD burner, plus a combo drive with the E-machine style front to give it the original appearance of the Black Max. Our CPU is an AMD Athlon 64 3400 plus clawhammer CPU, and our motherboard it is based on is an ASRock K8 Upgrade 1689. This board is special in a way because it features a CPU upgrade socket that you can upgrade it from a 754 to a 939 and even to an AM2 with a BIOS upgrade. So this has high upgradability. The Black Max Build C features a Sunbeam Silent Whisper CPU core similar to that, the same as what's on the Mid-Tower Deluxe Blue Light Special Limited Edition, the silver computer, which as you can tell it is very quiet. Overall system acoustics is very good, it's very quiet. Our power supply is an Axio Technology 400 watt. We have a small case fan in the back to pull air through and a case fan on the side, even a little chipset fan to keep the chipset cool. Our graphics card is an NVIDIA GeForce MX 440 with 8 times with dual monitor support. It has an S-Video, a VGA, and a composite on the back. The hard drive is a Samsung 160 gig hard drive IDE interface, which performs quite well and is very quiet, which adds to the silence of this computer. And it has a a dual cold cathode light setup, just like the regular Mid-Tower Deluxe Blue Light Special Limited, which overall the system looks very well. Our operating system is Windows XP Home Edition with Surge Pack 3, which this computer with the memory upgrade will support Windows Vista 64-bit edition. The board will support up to 2 gigabytes of system RAM, and when you upgrade the CPU socket to the AM2, it will have DDR2 memory support in higher quantities.